Welcome everyone in our Truck Night America live here from Road America for the seventh race of the chase. Only three more races remain after this one until the championship in Miami, and it's getting closer and closer week by week, folks. Last weekend we saw Peter Onjak DNF at the start of that race, and that has now allowed Landon Lauterbach to assume the points lead, the points lead in the chase. And with only a couple races left, everybody knows what's at stake now. The championship is wide open. It's a six-truck race to the end. We'll see who prevails, but the 25th race of the season, so we're kind of getting near the end of this one. Only three races remain after this one once again. It's going to be Martinsville, Phoenix, and Miami. So Miami will be about 2 weeks away. So we are getting through the chase pretty fast, but it's been great racing. We saw some great racing last weekend at Kansas, and hopefully we see some here today at Road America. But with no further ado, folks, let's head on trackside to get all the pre-race festivities out the way. And folks, welcome trackside here at Road America. And as we get into our pre-race festivity, let's start off with the track overview coming into tonight here, racing on a Tuesday night here at Road America. It's going to be 70 degrees, 8-mile-per-hour winds going west. And you can see just over a 4-mile road course, so only 16 laps here today, but it's going to be a very long 16 laps. This track is huge. It's going to be challenging for these drivers to get through. It's going to kind of be like an endurance race. These guys are going to have to stay locked in the whole race. It's going to be ruling one Kid and Arcadia on pole, their first pole of the season, and this is only like their fourth or fifth start. They made their first start at Richmond earlier this season. They came over from the Pinty Series and had some karting experience in Japan. So Arcadia has a lot of experience at these type of tracks. So we could see Arcadia get their first win here tonight. And with Brandon Haynes on the inside row, that's gonna be another challenger. That's gonna be another challenge for this number 39. Haynes also has karting experience. So both of them, two kart racers, both very good at these type of tracks. So it's gonna be interesting to see if these two duel it out. But 16 laps around here, it might not seem like a lot, but it is gonna grind these tires, and these guys are gonna have to. It is still a one-stop race, likely maybe even two stops. I don't know how fast they use up their stuff. It'd be hard to imagine it'd be a two-stop, but you never really know. These drivers sometimes use their stuff up pretty quickly to stay in with the others. And as we get into our not point standings, wrong image, chase standings. Sorry about that, folks. You can see Landon Lauterbach has the 5-point lead over Peter Onjak in the chase now. Onjak DNF last weekend, and with how the current points format is this season, he only got 1 point from that race, so only 5 points behind now, and Landon Lauterbach gained 2 extra points from the pole last weekend, and the most last led, and the pole the weekend before, so 3 points actually he's gained on Peter Onjak just off of that. So you can see Sanjay Vittoria in third. He finished second last weekend to 7-1 Landon Lauterbach. He got a slow start to that Kansas race, but was eventually able to move his way forward and really get through, but eventually Landon Lauterbach caught back up to him and got around him, and you see that number 45, Brandon Haynes, he looked really strong last weekend. He made contact with the wall early on after getting contact with his teammate, the 42, Dylan Matiska, and the 77 of Alexander Rowe, but he looked even faster after that and miraculously. So it looked very good for Brandon Haynes last weekend, still searching for that first win. And then we have Matthew Hubert here, kind of the last driver that's really in championship contention. David Dixon's just right out there. I mean, he's starting in the mid-pack here today. I think he might be starting even lower in the pack, but it's a 5-truck race essentially for the championship right now. The way Haynes and Hubert are just under a race, and Hubert's looked very good this season as well. He's been really solid in qualifying in this chase run. If he can keep getting these top 10s, Hubert's very consistent. He just has to get that win to get him over that edge, because Hubert's finished really well in this playoffs. We've seen him qualify almost top 10 every race, so he's been very strong. He did finish 36th at Canadian Tire after being taken out by the number 9 of William Ayers, but before that he was in for a top 10 finish, so that would have been a very good sequence for that number 17. Outside of that, they only have 2 finishes outside the top 10 this season, 13th and 36th, so the 17s looked very good so far in this chase run. Then we have, once again, David Dixon right there, just over a race behind, so he's going to need some magic to happen to really get into this battle. The Richmond winner has looked very strong so far this season. Then we have some more guys who yet to see their first win this season. We have the 17 Nathan Stapleton, Raul Goldorn, Ryan Little. All three of them just have not been too consistent so far in the chase. They ran up front, but then they dropped back because some shenanigans happened. So all three of them just have not been able to really knock down that consistent performance. Raul Goldorn's looked very good in some races. Even Ryan Little, both of them, they've usually be qualifying right 9th or 10th, but they haven't been really doing that the past 2 races or so. So they've been starting to slow down quite a bit. Then we have William Ayers, Adrian Gill, Matt Morley, who are all essentially out 2 races behind. Ryan Little's 2 races behind too. Matt Morley might be close to 2.5 races out of the leader, so he's completely done for the rest of the season. Um, I mean, he had a solid chase run, but we kind of expected this from that 31 team. They slowed down so much throughout the year. They got lucky to make it in. And then we have Adrian Gill here, who just ran into bad luck. He won at Canadian Tire, but he's had a fast truck too. He really has had a fast truck. He could be in contention here today. He's not starting as well he usually does at road courses, but Gill's had a fast truck. That speeding penalty at I think it was I want to say Kentucky. That speeding penalty at Kentucky really hurt him. Yeah, that speeding penalty at Kentucky really hurt him. And then we saw at races like Richmond and New Hampshire, he was just not able to get anything down. And then at Darlington, he also wrecked. So he actually blew an engine. He was moving very fast throughout that race, and then blew an engine. So this O2 team has just ran into too much bad luck. We saw them finish really well at Kansas last weekend, so they have the speed. They just have to get luck on their side and really do well. So unfortunately, it's too late with only 3 races remaining after this one, likely, unless they put up a miracle run and win the next 4 races, even next, well, 4 including this race. Even then, it would be a very close for that number O2 team, but, I mean, they could do it. I mean, we have an interesting slate of races. I mean, of course, he's going to be a contender here at Road America here tonight. And then we have Martinsville, Phoenix, and Miami. I mean, those tracks are very tricky. Short tracks are probably, I wouldn't lie, the short tracks are probably the most competitive races we have because there's so many guys that are very good at the short tracks. So short tracks are always in the year here at NR Truck Night America because most of the short track aces that are very good, they are the ones that are not in the playoffs. So those guys are duking it out with these chase drivers, and sometimes that recipe doesn't go too well, but yeah, like I said, I think the short tracks are going to be the toughest the next 2 races, and Phoenix is kind of a short track. It's whatever you want to call it, honestly, but Martinsville for sure is going to be an interesting race, which it should be, yeah, it's going to be likely Friday or Saturday. We're kind of behind having this race on Tuesday night. It's kind of awkward, but it should be about Friday. So it'll be a Friday night race under the lights at Martinsville, so that'll be a fun one. But besides that, folks, thank you all for tuning in to the pre-race show. Let's get these trucks fired off and ready to go here at Road America. It's going to be 16 laps around here for the Culvers 250. Caden Arcadia will lead us to green. Can he get that first win? A lot of talented road course ringers up front here today. We'll see how it goes.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early lights what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Drivers, start your engines!
So you see the trucks are fired off and ready to go here from Road America in Elkhart Lake, Wisconsin. I am excited for this one. I don't know about you guys, but I love Road America. A very nice looking track. The environment around it is just beautiful. Um, Hopefully it's a great race. Hopefully we see these guys deck it out. The Culvers 250 here live. You can see the starting grid in row 1 will be the 39 Caden Arcadia. On his outside will be the 45 Randall Haynes. Row 2 will be the 04 Tyrek McLean and the 71 of Landon Lonneback. Row 3 will be the 23 Nicholas Torres and the 7 of Matthew Hubert. Row 4 will be the 15 of Reggie Fogelman and the 33 Davey Walton. Rounding out your top 10 here today will be the 02 of Adrian Gale and the 25 of Carl Young. You'll see the rest of your starting grid on the left side of the screen here, sponsored by Discount Tire. I'm excited to see how this one goes. Caden Arcadia, very talented road course racer. We didn't see him quite make the impact we thought he would. Well, actually, I am mistaken on that. He did make a huge impact on Canadian Tire. He drove all the way up from about, I think he drove up quite some way all the way up to P4 in that race, and he was duking it out for quite a while. So Caden Arcadia had a great performance. So I'm excited to see what he's able to do here at Road America. He's on the pole. He's going to give Brandon Haynes quite the challenge. Haynes still searching for that first win. We'll see if he gets it finally here today, but he is just digging for it right now. He has just not been able to get that first win down. And yeah, Caden Arcadia finished 4th at Canadian Tire, but outside of that, it has not been a strong string of finishes for this number 39 team. They've kind of finished really flat outside of that 4th place finish. They have about an average finish of 29th on the year, so not too strong. Lexi Herman, though, has the highest average finish of any of these new 4 drivers we've had so far this season. Actually, they've been finishing really well as of late. So we'll see if Herman's actually able to get something done here today at Canadian Tire at Road America. So a lot of talented drivers in the field. You can see, take a look at all our chase drivers. The lowest starting chase driver here today is that 5 of David Dixon. You got the 17 of Nathan Stapleton. Zach Thompson had a strong weekend. You see the Johnsonville Speedville sign. Everybody loves that. Then you have the number 9 and 19 of William Ayers, the 31 of Rago Dorn all starting up here. Then we got the 91 of Rago Dorn and 38 of Peter Ronjak. It's kind of hard to see his manner. Then we have the 92 Sergio Vittoria. He's really perfected his road course craft so far this season. That 25 of Carl Young. He's looked very strong here today. If I had my pick to win this race, I am going to go with this number 39 of Caden Arcadia. I think they are very strong coming to this race, and I think they are going to win from pole here today. So, excuse me there, folks. I have a very bad cough for some reason coming into this weekend, so hopefully it goes away soon, but I do have to call a IndyCar race later on today, so check that race out. It will be at Miami. It will be the Rothman's World Series, so go check out that IndyCar league owned by Caden Arcadia himself. So a very great league. We'll see how that season goes for IndyCar racing. So we might have IndyCar here, but if you want to see some great IndyCar racing, go over there. The first race at Miami will be probably in about a week or so, so check that out. I'm going to be in the booth for that one, so it should be a great race. My home track personally, so shout out to that league as well. So that'll be a great race going on. But as they make their way through, you can see very, very slow pace lap around here. There won't be too many cautions. I mean, if somebody runs wide, I mean, if there's a huge pileup, there will be a caution, but outside of that, there's not going to be too many cautions here, so you can't make any mistakes. But as they make their way through, we are almost here ready for the start. And you can see they're going to go up this very, very long hill, and then we'll get going green for the Culvers 250 here from Road America. So with no further ado, folks, the green flag is underway here at Road America for the Culvers 250. as they make their way through here, folks. What a start to this race. You see a lot of three-wide action between all these drivers. They're duking it out so far. This is a really big track, so I'm not even going to wait till we get back to start-finish line to start commentating. But you can see drivers already making moves. See this 38 of Peter Onjak trying to get past that 78 of Sierra Cooper. Starting to single file out now, so these guys are trying to chill out quite a little bit. But we've seen a lot of racing so far, and there goes the 92 of Vittoria making a huge mistake. He's going to go out wide, and that's going to allow the 77 of Alexander Rowe now to make a move. Back up ahead, the 75 of Sierra Cooper and the 38 of Peter Onjak still battling side by side. There goes that number 99 of Cannon Mill Jr. to the inside of this 02 of Adrian Gale now. Oh, and he's getting the elbows out a little bit of a bump to the side of that 02 truck. As they make their way back through side by side, it's going to be the 39 of Caden Arcadia leading the first lap here at Road America. As they go into turn one here, let's see if these two can keep it going still. Some tough racing, two great road course ringers between this 02 and 99. Canamo Jr. has had a lot of bad luck so far this season, but can he turn it around? Now, Onjak, does he settle in? But, oh, Miller's going to run really wide there. He's going to have that 77 in a row right behind him now. So lots of racing going on behind. They're trying to separate it out a little bit, but these guys are still duking it out quite a bit. Try to get all the best camera angles for you guys as they make their way into this turn. Carson Miller now diving to the inside of number 92, Sergio Vittori. He's got that 77 Alexander Rowe looking right behind him. Right now, Arcadia still leading. Just got to make no mistakes. Got to hope that number 45, Ren Haynes, is not able to catch up. That top five was able to really get going pretty well. We saw Haynes to the inside at first, but that 39 of Caden Arcadia outbraked them going into the first corner, got that lead, and now you just have to make no mistakes. The mistakes are what can kill a driver here. Not kill a driver, literally, but that's what can hurt a driver here at Road America. You see they're starting to single foul out, but a lot of racing going on, but now you see starting to separate a little bit. That 92 Vittoria's got a gap between them, but look at the 91 Arago Norn now, trying to make a pass on this 29 of Monica Pato. Not going to quite work there. She's going to sink it in now, so they're going to settle down quite a bit. But now that number 9 of Ayers has got a good run. Look at the 57 of D'Angelo, not a great corner. You see that 98 of Chris Martins, the French driver, not looking too well in this one so far. And they're going to all get in pretty well. That 11 of Ajorns is going to go really deep into this corner, looking to make a move on that 18 of James Daniels. Not going to quite work, though. So they make their way through this lengthy racetrack, coming back over just now to complete lap 3. It's going to be this 39 of Arcadia leading still, but this 45 Brandon Haynes now starting to possibly gain some time here on this 39. You see a great turn one there for that number 45 as they make their way through. Try to get the best camera angles for you guys. This track is a little bit tricky when it comes to camera angles, but right now, see this 45 of Haynes trying to hunt down this 39 Caden Arcadia. He's got a great run. He's really putting that power down going into these set of corners here. If he can get a good run, he might look to make a move here soon. Oh, right on the back of that 39 of Arcadia. Oh, Haynes is going to run a little bit wide. I'm sorry about my cough, folks. I do not know what got into me, but it has been killing me these past couple days. But now that 39 of Arcadia has a great set of corners there. Now this 45 of Haynes is going to back off a little bit. We saw him get right to the back of that 39, but was not quite able to make the move there. And now they make their way through the Johnsonville section, Speedville. We'll see if they're able to gain some more ground, but back behind, everybody's starting to settle out. Davey Wallace having a great run so far. 25 Carl Young, 39 and 38 and 92 trying to figure it out as well. 9 and 19, I think, are battling quite a bit here in the back, but right now these guys starting to set their pace, trying to get a good run going. But everybody's still in pretty much biting distance of our leaders so far. You see that 04 Tyler McLean now gaining some time here a little bit on this 71 Atlanta Lottaback. But now this 39 of Caden Arcadia has a great second and third sector, and they're going to get some time gained now. But now this 04 Tyke McLean, it looks like he might give a shot to this 71 going into turn 1 if he can get a good run going up this hill. So not quite the run he wanted to get there. So as they now settle down, going through that turn, we'll see if Haynes can gain some more time on this 39. Once again, we saw him have a great first sector last time around. Can he do it again is the question. And this time, can he get a move? This track can be kind of tricky to make a move. Haynes might want to try to get that third section down so he can set up a pass going into turn 1, but that's a lot to ask for from these drivers here at this track here today. So they go in these sets of corners once again. We'll see. Yeah, that 39 they really got to get that power down, that traction there. Don't want to spin it out, but right now this 39 Caden Arcadia maintaining their pace quite well. Ryan Sieg Racing's only truck in the series. Just dipping their feet into some Truck Series action as the rest of the season begins. As we have the rest of the season here, so we'll see if they come back through the Johnsonville section. Doesn't look like too much is going to go on between those two back behind. We'll see if anybody trying to make a move. It's 0-2 of Gill getting right on the back of the 23 Nicholas Torres so far. That 81 of Trevor Veda might have had some issues off the start. He's about a whole second behind the whole field. About a minute behind, not even a second. But Gale now closing in on this 23 Nicholas Torres, the Colombian. We'll see if the Australian can make a move. He's got a lot of work to do here in today's race, but if there's anybody that can do it at this type of track, it would be the Soto of Gale. Closing in right on the back of that 23, still not able to get a move off. Now Gale, not that strong of a sector there, but he's going to gain some more time going up this hill, hopefully, to get the power down before this 23. We might see a pass here. Yeah, Gale putting the power all the way down. Does he branch out a little bit here and get the pass off, though, is the question. We saw him gain a lot of time, but now he's kind of slowing up quite a bit, so that 23 might have been late on the pedal, but now he's putting it down. A little bit of a different lane taken there by that 23 compared to the other two, so you can see the different type of grooves these guys are taking and making it work. But now Haynes loses some time that lap to this 39, but this 81 of Trevor Vaden must have gotten some contact on lap 1, and I'm not quite sure what happened to him. I think he might have hit the barriers. He got the hood off of that truck and everything. So we'll take a quick look at what happened to this 81 of Trevor Vaden, and then we'll get back to our real-time action here at Road America. So you can see the side-by-side replay here. And then going to the turn, the 81 goes right into the back. We'll get right into the back of the 13, but his teammate Matt Morley, who's in the chase, the 31, gets right into him. So two teammates get into it here at Road America as we catch back up to the live action here at Road America. Just a lot of things going down on lap, well, not a lot of things going down on lap 1, a lot of racing, but the teammates get into it, so that's very interesting. With 831, Matt Morley hasn't suffered too dearly from it, though. You can see him still running quite well. But back behind, these guys still settled out quite a bit. Looks like pit stops could happen on around lap 8, I would want to say. Just cut it halfway. You might want to run it even longer to have even fresher tires if you're able to have that time and distance from some others. You might want to consider that if you're the leader of the 39 of Caden Arcadia, the way they've been able to maintain the pace so far in this one. The 0-2 of Gale still trying to make a move on this 23 Nicholas Torres. That 39 of Caden Arcadia might want to stretch it out a little bit and have a tire advantage. So they make their way in these set of corners. You don't want to make any mistakes. We saw that 31 run into his teammate, the 81, and we could see that at the end of the race. I mean, that 45 does get into that 39. He knows what's at stake. He needs a win to really be in this, to really get the upper hand in this championship fight. And if you got to move a guy who's not in the chase to do it, does that 45 Brandon Haynes might consider, especially with that 71 lane linebacker who currently leads the chase, sitting in third currently. So it is something maybe on the mind of these guys who are very desperate to really get performances down, that you might have to make some very bold moves. So as we get into lap 6 here, kind of getting by quite quick, but you see that 45 Haynes is way better than the 39 of Caden Arcadia in these first set of corners, but it's this section where you got to really put the pedal down and really get into these high-speed corners and really, well, not high-speed corners, you really have to break it down and really tackle these corners. This 45 is not as strong, but he's getting right on the back of this 39 of Caden Arcadia. Does this, that's what I'm saying, this 45 of Haynes knows what's at stake, and you have to wonder if it comes to the end of the race, maybe does he push the button a little bit more? I don't know, but he is getting right on the back of that 39 Caden Arcadia. Maybe being too nice right now the way he's running, because at some point you can't keep getting held up behind him. You got to get past him. But the 39 is doing a great job at maintaining the pace so far in this race. Said numerous times already, but he's keeping, everybody's in a biting distance right now, but he is keeping about a second nearly over that number 45 of Haynes. But everybody else kind of still running really well. Nobody really making any bold moves right now besides Ross D'Angelo taking an interesting lane there, but besides that, you see Stapleton not running too well in the 17. The two, these guys are all behind. That 31 made contact with his teammate. That 81 Tarvadian just barely getting around. But look at this 45 of Haynes. He is having a great lap right now. So is that 04 Tiger McLean closing in on that 71 Atlanta Lauterbach, but he is running really well right now. And if he can just get a perfect lap in, this 45 could really challenge the 39, and maybe even right here going up the hill, if he gets the power down and gets it all the way going. We've seen him close in a couple times with that 39, be able to run right back away, and it looks like that's going to be the case once again. So they go into these set of corners again. The 45 did not get a great first set of turns. Once again, we'll see if he's able to close some space, but it looks like it's not going to be too strong of a lap this time around. Last time, he cut down quite a lot of time, but this time it doesn't look like he's going to be able to do too much. Pardon me. And yeah, as soon as you go into these set of corners, was able to really close down. He's right on the back of this 39 once again. How much longer does this 45 of Haynes wait behind this number 39 of Caden Arcadia? Everybody's starting to get backed up now, and you have to wonder if tire wear is starting to be prevalent here as they're all closing in on this 39. This 45 of Haynes being very patient right now. Probably doesn't want to make any enemies, but I mean, at this point, everybody's getting packed in together, and if everybody pits on lap one on the same lap like we've seen a couple times at these road courses, that could spell danger for some of these guys, as it's going to be a busy pit road. People are going to get held up. It'll allow some guys, the leader, honestly, just the 39 of Caden Arcadia, to get a lot of space going. So you might see a split pit strategy here tonight, but you don't really know. But this top four closing in very close to each other right now. And as we're probably nearing pit stops soon, you have to wonder if that tire wear is kicking in, which is causing everybody to be backed up on each other. So they rip it around. Nobody going to come in. No, the 45 of Haynes is going to bring it in now, so he does not want to be held up. He's going to go for the undercut. So does 15 Reggie Fogelman. Two Tricon Garage trucks coming in. The 99 of Amanda Kinnable Jr., the 75 of Sierra Cooper, the 77 of Alexander Rowe also coming in. That 29 of Monica Pato, the 9 and 19, no, they're going to stay out. So a bunch of guys going for the undercut, and we'll see how it works out for all of them. Haynes does not want to be on the same pit strategy as that 39 with the pace they're running so far. 39 has done great at holding the lead, and kind of points to Michael McDowell and SVG in real life. Not saying either one is Michael McDowell or SVG, both two talented road course racers, but in a sense these are very good road course racers. But the 39 holding up all that space on the track, you're not going to be able to get past them. We saw that happen to SVG at Chicago with the 71, which was not able to get the right corner to get around him because that 71 of McDowell was just maintaining the pace so well. So 39 of Caden Arcadia essentially just controlling the race really well right now. He's got a fast truck, and he's using it to best of his advantage. We know the truck isn't as fast as some of these top teams. I mean, they're all equal rated, but the 39 has not had a huge amount of pace at these speedways so far this season. So they know this is one of their only shots to really get a win. So they aren't going to be any real slouch. That 11 just now getting off. 11 of his Norfolk Johnson stuck on pit road, but Brandon Haynes gets off fine. So we'll see how his pit strategy plays out in this race. That 17 Stapleton also came down, so a lot of Tricon Garage trucks came down that time. I think all of them came down. So number one, everybody besides that 5 of David Dixon, I believe. That is the wrong view. Sorry about that, folks. But everybody besides that 5 of David Dixon on Tricon Garage came down. So we'll see if that is a strategy for them. But you have to assume the 39 of Caden Arcadia might bring it down this time around. But he's grown a really good gap to the 71 only line back on this possible in lap. So we see if they bring it in this time. And it looks like they will. So here comes the leader of this race coming down the pit road. And a lot of others are coming down. I don't think anybody really stayed out here. There's 11 of Zorn for Johnson, I think, is stuck in the pace truck or something, which I don't know how that happened. But yeah, it looks like everybody's going to bring it down here. Nobody's going to try to be a hero, I don't think. So yeah, here they all come down. So this is going to be a very tight race coming off the road. Actually, it's 30, no, I don't think so. So we'll see where everybody comes out here off of pit road. Already on the left side of that truck there, kind of an inverted pit stop, or opposite, I guess you could say, at the road course here at Road America. So we'll see maybe that 45 of Haynes coming up the hill here soon. We'll see how that 04 attack McLean with a very fast stop. He's going to jump the leader, the 39 of Caden Arcadia coming off the pit road here. So he's going to jump both of them. Tarek McLean now assumes the lead. Brandon Haynes doesn't have the stop he wants. So he's now going to lose the lead. Lose second. But everybody else is going to have cold tires. And now there goes Landon Lineback trying to attack this 39 of Caden Arcadia looking to the inside. That 04 Tyke McLean with a very fast stop for Roper Hill Racing. And now he's going to try to get some moves on. But now the 71 goes around the 39. And there goes the 23. It's Nicholas Torres going to dive it underneath this 39. So Nicholas Torres trying to get a move done. It's not going to quite happen. Brandon Haynes trying to look to the inside. Now he's going to look back to the outside of this 25 of Carl Young. But now the 04 Tyrek McLean has stole the lead. And it looks like that undercut is not going to quite work out for these guys. But Haynes ripping around the outside. He's going to have the preferred lane going for this turn. No switchbacks underway. And now it is a shootout to the end between all these drivers. That 39 loses the lead on pit road and then loses the position on cold tires. So we'll see if the 71 gets passed back by this number 39. But this 04 Tyke McLean now in prime position to win this race now if nobody else is able to catch up to him. So we beat them to the pit exit line. Sometimes you don't quite see that, but now Haynes is right on the back of this 33 Davey Wallace. He's going to have to put the pressure on him and try to get around him. That 15 Reggie Fogelman trying to get around that 7 of Hubert. The 45 of Haynes is going to go really wide now, and now he's going to get under pressure for this 25 of Carl Young now, the Las Vegas winner. Oh, now that 33, though, he's going to make a really wide move. And now there goes the 45 now to the inside. So now Haynes is going to get the pass off going in to this area now. And now this 23 looking to the inside. Nicholas Torres is going to completely pass Caden Arcadia going into turn 1 on the front stretch. So that 39, like I said, was maintaining the pace really well, but that truck is just not where they want to be at so far. But now everybody trying to chase down this 04 Tyke McLean, but everybody is all bottled up right now. But now there goes the 33 Davey Wallace now diving back to the inside of this 45 of Haynes. So these two are decking it out now. But now the 33 is going to get boxed in behind that number 39 of Caden Arcadia. And now there goes the 45 of Haynes looking to the inside. And Haynes is going to try to get the pass out. He's not going to get the elbows out quite this time around, but now as he goes into this turn, he's going to get past them, and now he's going to have to try to set his sights in on the driver in third currently, that 23 Nicholas Torres, as these guys are all racing behind. That O'Toole Gale really ripping it, this 38 now. And that 99 Amanda Kinnell Jr. brought it in, did not have the stop he wanted. So that undercut does not work here tonight. Oh, he's going to really shut the door on that 77 in a row. Rowe's going to run really wide here. He might be under pressure from this 41 of Carson Miller now. And now there goes the 33 Davey Wallace now trying to challenge this 39 of Caden Arcadia. So now this 39 under pressure from everyone. And it looks like this truck is just not, I don't know if they made adjustments on the stop or something, but how fast that 04 stop was. Oh, and now the 15 of Reggie Fogelman's going to get around them, but now that 33 of Wallace still trying to get in there. So this 39 of Caden Arcadia is now dropping like a rock off the pit stop. So I don't know if his tires are shot or something, but this 39 is struggling. You can hear it on the radio. The 39 Caden Arcadia not happy with the truck. Does not know what happened, but now he is falling all the ways back. As they go up the hill once again, here comes this 33 Davey Wallace now trying to get this pass off. He's going to have that 25, the 7, the 02, the 1. Then he's going to have that 38 now trying to make it past Peter Ronjak. So really falling all the way behind is this 39, the pole sitter. And you have to wonder now that he's not leading anymore, do we see the pace amp up and a lot of guys now separate each other? But man, he's going to really be screwed over by that 25 Carl Young, who's going to really close right in front of him. And that's now going to allow everybody to get past him. Sorry about that once again, but now this 39 Caden Arcadia's truck is not as fast as he's wanted to be, as he is dropping like a rock under pressure from everyone. Got boxed in by that 25, but back up front, it is the 04 retired McLean still leading this 45. Brandon Haynes trying to chase down the third place truck of Nicholas Torres. Andretti has shown a lot of pace in the final weeks. He's really using that apex there. But Andretti has shown a lot of pace the past couple weeks with that 23 and 27, and that 26 not running in the series anymore. But they've had two solid trucks these past couple races, and now this 39 of Caden Arcadia could be under pressure from this number 1 Skylar Taylor. But Taylor's going to run really wide there. Victoria back behind, battling with the 77 and 99 still now. Alexander Rowe, does he give this 99 of Manny Kinnell Jr. a look? Yes, he will. There goes Rowe to the inside of number 99. So on fresh tires, everybody's starting to rip it once again. We saw how much the pace fell off with the tires wearing, so you have to wonder on this last lap here, well, very soon actually, it's going to be 5 to go here at the line. So 5 to go here for the number 04 of Tyreek McLean. His pit stop is going to get the pit stop of the year likely if he wins this race, because what a fast stop they had to get in front of that 71. Maybe even the 23 and the 45, but especially the 39. So they had a very fast stop. This 45 of Haynes trying to close in on this 23 Nicholas Torres. Torres just missed out on the chase, but the way he's been running, you have to wonder if he wished he made it. Well, of course he wished he made it, but you have to wonder if he would have fought even harder than this number 31 of Matt Morley, who's currently in. But making their way around next time around will be 4 to go in this race, but he is very fast so far in this one. And right on the back of him, he is trying to get something done, but he has just not been able to do it so far. So trying to get a move off, but it has not quite happened. Now everybody's settling in behind this 25 Carl Young, this 33 and 15 all had great runs. Reggie Fogelman looking very strong here tonight at Road America. But what a stop, man. And he is really dusting everybody. This 04 is a rocket ship. I don't know if the 02 of Gale gave this 04 Tyreek McLean some tips. We saw him finish second to his teammate at Mexico City. We know this 04 is fast at road courses. But man, oh man, he is moving very fast right now. He is gapping this 71 of Landon Lauterbach. And this 04, I don't know if he just hit a switch or something, but After that fast pit stop, nobody has been able to catch him so far. He has really earned it. This team put him in the position to get this race lead, and he is not going to take it for granted. And as we come to 4 more laps around this track, can the 04 Tyreek McLean hold on? No mistakes, especially. Saw on a video earlier this week in the I think it was the Sundrop Cup Series in NSGCA or something. I think that's the league name. The leader went wide on the last lap. He lost the race win. You did not want to see that happen. Matter of fact, it was actually the 23 that won that race. So, not saying that will happen, but if you are one of these drivers, you do not want to make a mistake on the last lap and see your race all fall apart. But it looks like right now, everybody, that's especially so 04. Oh, that 81, the 52. Eric Monaco must have made some contact with someone. So Monaco has some damage on the front of that truck, and we can see the replay here soon, hopefully. But they're all the way behind now, so I'm not sure what happened to that 52 Eric Monaco. That 11 of his Jordan still stopped on pit road. Just not, I don't know what happened to him. I think he's stuck on the pace truck. I don't know how that happened, but we will see some lap traffic in this 81. So we'll see if that causes anything. Well, will we? I don't know. I thought I saw him up there for a second, but it doesn't quite look like it. I thought for a second we'd see some lap traffic, but it doesn't look like it'll quite happen. That 02 of Gale, though, I wanted to mention, the teammate of this 04, looked like he was getting really close to that 7 of Matthew Hubert, but doesn't quite look like he has the pace right now to get right up against them and try to make some moves. But Gale, very strong at these road courses. And even when starting, not even on the pole, this 02 of Gale is very fast. We'll see if the 04 of Tyreek McLean can hold on, or will it be the 71 Lionel Otterback, the 23 Nicholas Torres, or even the 45 of Brandon Haynes if they can all catch up. But now, coming to 3 more laps around here at Road America. 12 more miles mathematically for this 04, and that's a lot more miles left in this one, folks. But Brandon Haynes, the 71 Lionel Otterback, he is starting to close down the gap on this number 04 Tyreek McLean. So maybe is it too early to say that this 04 had the win in the bag? Since how fast they're running right now, they are going they could very well catch up to this number 04 of Tyreek McLean. Oh, that 23 Torres made a mistake there. Ran a little bit too wide. So did the 04. And so did the 7 of Matthew Hubert there. That 02, Gale's going to shoot to his outside. That 99 Cannonball right on the back of this 38 behind him as well. And a lot of mistakes in those corners there. Everybody sprawling out as well. So, man, oh, man. The 29 Monica Pato has some damage on the back of that truck. And the way they're backed up right now, everybody probably running into the back of each other. But everybody up a notch right now. That 39 of Caden Arcadia is really dropping like a rock. That 91 of Raul Dorn as well, so there was a lot of contact here probably. But this 39 of Caden Arcadia in general has lost a lot of pace in this race. But that 23 Torres ran wide there for a second. I thought he was the goner, and the 7 of Hubert made a mistake as well. So that 02 of Gale shot it around the outside. He said, I'm just going to take that right from you. But all the way back here, we saw some damage on that 91 and 29 put, and you have to wonder if there was some contact between drivers and 5 of Dixon as well. Now it's going to be 3 wide. Oh, no. For a second, it looked like it was going to be 3 wide there. They're coming to 2 to go here soon. But now that 21 of Joseph Wood won at Watkins Glen earlier this season, the fuel mileage race. Not quite the fuel mileage race this time here at Road America, but everybody, they know what's at stake with 2 laps to go. They're trying to get all the positions they can. There goes Ayers to the inside. But 2 more laps to go here for the 04 Tyreek McLean. Does anybody have an answer for him? No mistakes are needed. But this 71 Lionel Otterback is closing right in on his back. So we'll see how these next set of corners will go for the 04 of Tyrek McLean. Oh, Laudenbach makes a little bit of a mistake there. He's going to run wide. These two are running really fast laps right now. This 71 and 04 are starting to gap these guys now. So there's a gap forming between all of them. Back behind, trying to just muscle their way through everybody. This is just a whole pile up of trucks right now. That 17 of Stapleton has his hood off now. The 91 of Dorn as well. That might have flown off. The 29 Monica Pato had damage on front, so definitely got into the back of someone there now. That's hurting them. But the 13 of Vinderup is going to get into the sand there. No, ride the apex base there. I don't know why I said sand there. But we are coming to the white flag here soon for this 04 Tyrek McLean. And the white flag is out for the 04 Tyrek McLean. But look who is right behind them. The 71 of Landon Laudenbach just a little bit behind. Can Laudenbach make a last lap move to win this race? One more to go for the 04 truck. They had a fast pit stop, but can they hold on? No mistakes are needed here. If you're this 04's crew chief, you're silent on the radio, you just want your driver to lock in. Just about 3 more miles to go around this track for this 04 team. They have yet to see their first race win on the year. They've seen their teammate win 2 times at road courses. They have not quite been able to get it done. Here we go, coming into the turn is Laudenbach. Give him a shot, right on the back. He does. Laudenbach tries to look to the inside. It's not going to quite work though. Laudenbach right on the back of the 04. He almost just completely moved him. Coming through these next 10 corners, Laudenbach's going to run wide now. He's really digging. He's trying to catch up to this 04. But is it too little, too late? We saw him get right on the back of that 04 Tyrek McLean. He was trying to move him, but doesn't quite get the move off. Just a couple more corners for the 04 Tyrek McLean. Trying to catch up to this 71, trying to catch up to this 04. He's got to make any lunges now if he wants to try to get a move in this race. But we saw the lunge he made there, tried to move him, did not get the move off. Only a couple set of corners left in this one. Does Laudenbach make any dive? This is going to be a very close finish. One more corner left. Does Laudenbach make a move? No, he does not. He tried to look to the inside there. It's not going to quite work. Coming to the checkered flag. Tyrek McLean's going to win here at Road America. He's going to win the Culvers 250. Third it's going to be Nicholas Torres. Fourth, Brandon Haynes. Fifth, Reggie Fogelman. Sixth, the 33, Davey Wallace. Seventh, the 25, Carl Young. Eighth is going to be the 02 of Gale. Ninth will be the 7 of Hubert. Rounding out your top 10 will be the number 1 of Skylar Taylor. But what a finish there. I really thought that 71 Laudenbach was about to give this 04 a shot, but doesn't quite do it. Congratulations to Tyrek McLean. Finally gets over the hump and gets that first win. Qualified very good. And what a lightning fast pit stop by that 04 crew. They get it done. But man, oh man, did this 71 Atlanta Laudenbach give him a shot there. So we'll get into a replay here soon of that near last lap move out of 71. We'll check out some other incidents that happened before we get into the results of tonight's race here at Canadian Tire Road America. So folks, as we come into the replays of today's race, you can see this 71 Atlanta Laudenbach right into the back of McLean, nearly turns him around. He was trying to get that move off and then lost ground going into this final turn right here. Well, not final turn, but this final corner that allowed this 04 Tyrek McLean to really get the advantage and then go into this set of turns right here. Runs really wide and loses a bunch of time. Gets into the dirt a little bit there. So that's what really hurt this 71 Atlanta linebacker. But I also want to go back and look at the incident that involved this 29 of Monica Pato here. So we're going to go see what happened to them now because they got some very big damage there. And you see as they come down pit road here along with the 17 and 91. So not strong performances for those chase drivers either. But that's kind of been the story of their season. And you have to assume it happened in the same corner that Atlanta linebacker ran into the back of the 04. And these guys are going to duke it out, especially with how backed up they were. So I'm going to assume it happened around this corner right here. I want to say, yeah, no? Yeah. So it happened right here with this 29 of Monica Pato. Right on board with her, we'll see the contact here. We're going to close in right on the back of the 908. There's another chase driver. And wow. Right to the back of them. And I assume ran into her. But you have to wonder now, seeing that, if the 71 Atlanta linebacker hit that 04 too hard, would he have gotten damaged and just ran wide and just not been able to hold on? You never know. But onto the back, and that caused this huge checkup, and I have to assume the driver right behind Raul Godoran got a piece of it too, which was the 17 of Nathan Stapleton. Yeah, so these guys are all in the line, so 3 chase drivers taken out in one corner, it feels like. Huge checkup, Dorn, bang. So, right into the back of them. Then that 52 of Eric Monaco. Let's go look back to see what happened to him, and then we'll get into the results of today's race. So, Monaco looks like he was just trucking along with this damage for quite a while. So, we'll have to see where the damage came. It looks like coming out of the pits maybe here. And that's what something else I want to look back. I wanted to look at to see if... Okay, so he got the damage here in that corner as well. But I want to take a look to see if this 39 of Caden Arcadia made contact with the 04 Tiger McLean coming off of pit road here. Because I feel I heard some metal hit each other, but I'm not sure if they... So no, they don't. I don't think they did. We'll take a closer look here, but I thought I heard somebody hit each other. But it doesn't quite look like it. They just simply got beat off of pit road here. Oh! There it is right there. Arcadia. That 04 McLean's gonna... Oh, that's gonna be controversial. No, I mean, he gave him space. He gave him that little sliver of space there, but Arcadia... Oh, wow. So Arcadia runs in to the pit. Well, I heard contact on the pits. I heard a contact when I was watching the pit stops. I was like, what was that? So we have to look here. We'll see how much space they had between them and that 04 Tyke McLean, and we'll see if they had anywhere to go. But as they come off pit road here, that 04 quite close, but I think he could have turned in right there if he doesn't have that 71 a lot of back. Yeah, so that's what happened to that 39 of Caden Arcadia, and that explains why he dropped so far in this one. So now, folks, we'll get into the result of tonight's race. You can see the 04 Tyke McLean gets the win. Landon back in second. A very interesting top 10. But Caden Arcadia is going to finish all the way down in 21st. So you have to wonder if he did not get that damage, if he would have been good for the rest of the race and possibly could get back past that 04. So now that we know that, it's going to possibly be an interesting post-race interview from this number 39 Caden Arcadia. We'll see what his thoughts were. We'll see if he thought he had any space between him and that number 04 Tyke McLean. He might, I don't know, you might even talk to the officials about say that 04 squeezed him out, but it looked like he had enough room. We saw these guys get contacted with guys and gals get contacted with each other in that lap. But so far, I mean, overall, a great race here at Road America. I was pleasantly surprised. A very big track, but lots of action that comes with it. When these guys are on fresh tires, they are not afraid to duke it out. We almost saw a last lap pass to the one, the 71 lane line back, got to the back of the 04, almost spun him around. A little bit more of a shot, and he would have been completely turned, and that would have been controversial as well. But you can see the results here, folks. You will also see them in the Discord. If you have not joined, the link will be in the description. Only a couple races to go, and then after that, it'll probably be about a week or two or so before we have owner and driver sign-ups, and then we get into about I want to say, 2 to 3 month off season. The goal is to return in at least December, but that's quite a ways away right now. As of now, that is about 5 months away, I want to say. So we'll finish at the end of this month, and then we'll wait about a week or two. So it'll probably be mid-August, maybe even September that we do signups, but it'll be quite a ways away. But in the meantime, from that, we will have one-off events, other series. We'll likely maybe get a D2 series rolling, which we're trying to use the Pensy series cards, but it breaks my game every time we use it. But we're gonna maybe do the D2 series, but I kind of want to have those seasons aligned together with the Truck series. But we will see a lot of Asphalt late model events. Everybody's been wanting an IndyCar series. That was very popular among the current server members, so I'm going to try to get that down. If not, I'll try to get someone else to run it, which is probably what's going to happen with a few series as we expand the NCNA, I guess, universe, you want to say. I don't know, I just want to say universe. It sounds cool, but we'll try to expand the universe quite a bit and run a bunch of series. Hopefully, I don't have to run all of them, but we'll see a bunch of one-off events in the off season, and you'll see some familiar names from the Truck series, and we'll also probably see some new names. Drivers are going to be able to make multiple characters at the next season, so you'll see a bunch of drivers, new names, all that, and everything. We have about, I think, 20 or 30 confirmed spots taken, so it'll be about 10 or 12 rookies, I believe, going into next season in the Truck series, but we might see them even earlier on in Asphalt late models or so. But with no further ado, folks, thank you all for tuning in to our Truck Night in America here on a Tuesday night. We had a fun race here at Road America. I'll see you all this Friday, in about 2 or 3 days, which is a very short turnover, I know, folks. I'm sorry about that. But we will see you at Martinsville for the Virginia Lottery 400. Going to be a very fun race around that track. I think it will be about 100 laps, so it will be a very fun race. We'll see how the new track that they made goes, but that's all from me. This is Charlie Davenport signing off from In Our Truck Night America. Hope you all have a good night and the rest of your week. See you all this Friday at Martinsville. Good night.